You know what we're in need of, my brothers and sisters? A lot of us, we're in need of schedules. When it comes to work, we all have schedules, Qur'an, every day I'm going to read a bit of the Qur'an. No one can say I'm too busy. I don't believe in that. I believe that's a myth. You're too busy, that's a myth. Right? You can find a time, even if you are busy, to read a portion every day. You know, if you read, let's just say 4 pages from these Saudi mushafs every day after a prayer, how much are you going to do every day? You're going to do 1 juz. 5 times 4 is 20 pages. You're going to finish the Qur'an in 30 days, guys. You're going to finish the Qur'an in 30 days.
Just following up on the question of Salah, Qur'an, because a lot of people have the issue of not being able to recite, not consistently reciting the Qur'an outside of the month of Ramadan. Is there a minimum amount of Qur'an that someone should be aspiring to read on a daily basis?
Is there anyone here that hasn't memorized Surah Nas? قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Is there anyone here that hasn't memorized that? Oh, قراءة. Yeah. Put your hand down. By the way, this brother, when I went to the Netherlands, he was at every event. Why are you putting your hand up? I said, is there anyone who doesn't know it? I'm playing with you. I'm learning Somali, guys. Just practicing on people. Mashallah, he was sitting in the front row, right? So many people there. I would always spot him because he's in the front row. What was your name again? Muhammad. You came to Masjid Muhsinin, right? And also the other one. What was the other one called? Masjid Sunnah. Habbakallah.
MashaAllah.
How old are you? 12. I was just playing with you. Don't take the offense. Everyone's memorized a portion of the Qur'an. You know what we're in need of, my brothers and sisters? A lot of us, we're in need of schedules. When it comes to work, we all have schedules. Qur'an, every day I'm going to read a bit of the Qur'an. No one can say I'm too busy. I don't believe in that. I believe that's a myth. You're too busy, that's a myth. Right? You can find a time, even if you are busy, to read a portion every day. You know, if you read, let's just say 4 pages from these Saudi mushafs every day after a prayer, how much are you going to do every day? You're going to do 1 juz. 5 times 4 is 20 pages. You're going to finish the Qur'an in 30 days, guys. You're going to finish the Qur'an in 30 days. Are you guys with me? And even if you didn't do after every salah because you're busy, you got this to do, find a time or a couple of times a day, we read a little bit. Today life has been made so easy with these apps that we have on Apple and Samsung and with the Qur'an. You have the masahif, you can read every day a little bit.
Inshallah. I'm going to kind of go off on a little bit of follow up on that. What about listening to the Qur'an? Is there a particular benefit to it, and does it help with stopping listening to music?
Wallahi, there's an athar. I haven't memorized it. Let me see if I can quickly find it. Right? I remember one time. Here it is. It should be here. It was a lecture that I gave, Ramadan at home. Remember when we had that Ramadan at home, my brothers and my sisters? See again, look, the office, guys. We're accessing the office. Na'am. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, he said, Man istama'a ayatan min kitabillahi kanat lahu nuran yawm al-qiyamah. Whoever listens to a verse from the Qur'an, guys, it will be a nur for him on the day of resurrection. Right? Inshallah ta'ala, it is rewarding. Right? Even if you're listening to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, does it help with regards to music? Without a shadow of a doubt. Right? Without a shadow of a doubt. Ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he says something very powerful, and Ibn al-Qayyim mentions this in his kitab Ighathatul Lahfan fi Masayid al-Shaytan, when talking about the tricks and the traps that the shaitan has up his sleeve. Abdullah Mas'ud, he says, Al-ghina'u yumbitu an-nifaqa fil qalb. Ghina, music, it causes hypocrisy to grow inside of your heart. So it's affecting the heart. And Allah tells us about the Qur'an, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. When the Qur'an is recited, it increases them in iman, faith. Your iman goes up. Music is going to make you lazy. He mentions the example of the munafiqeen, because music causes hypocrisy to grow, right? The munafiqun, when they stand up for the prayer, how do they stand up, guys? In which way? نعم وإذا قاموا إلى الصلاة قاموا كسالى. When they stand up for the prayer, it's done in a lazy way. Ibn al-Qayyim says, a lot of people who listen to music, they have this problem of when it comes to that time of the salah, it gets very lazy and this. He also mentioned in his book, my brothers and my sisters, and I think it's worth mentioning. He says, وَكَمْ مِنْ حُرَّةٍ صَارَتْ بِالْغِنَى مِنَ الْبَغَايَا. How many, right? How many girls, because of music, they became prostitutes? He's talking about the music in that time. What about this type of music that we have today? That has profanity, vulgar, naked women, venerating and popularizing and glorifying filth and evil as zina, sleeping around and, right? If you guys, isn't this what music does, guys? And this is what your ears are getting used to. This is what you are listening to all the time. You're becoming desensitized to it. So when it's now time to commit a zina, easy. Because this is what has now polluted your mind. تفضل يا شيخ عبيد.